Hello and welcome to a new video. In today's video we're going to take a look at a few events that just got announced, and a lot of them are very interesting. We're going to have the Ultra Unlock, we're going to have the next Community Day, which you see already on the screen, and we have the anniversary event for Pokemon Go coming up, and let's take a look at them all together. We're going to have Quaxly Community Day, and not too surprising that we're going to get this for July, the last in the starter line, and another Pokemon that gets an interesting signature move. As you will see here, this Pokemon is going to get access to two moves. One, a legacy move, which is going to be Hydro Cannon, which is doing a ton of damage in the trainer battles, 40 energy for 80 damage, one of the most overpowered moves in the game. We're going to have, next up, the Aqua Step, and this is going to be an interesting one. It's going to be only 55 power, and it increases the attack guaranteed by one stage. What I think it's going to be a 35 energy move, because if it's 40 energy, you have 25 less power for the same amount of energy compared to the Hydro Cannon. Yes, you have the attack boost, but I feel like it would be completely useless on this Pokemon if it wouldn't be 35 energy. With 35 energy, it might be an interesting one for that. Otherwise, we're going to see here that there's going to be, of course, a special research that you can buy. You have the normal field researches, but also we're going to have a great event bonuses with 3 times catch Stardust, which is going to be the best bonus that you can have, and everything is kind of the other way to go. But as we're going to see here right now, we're going to have now Quaxly. I actually, like, my girlfriend makes fun the entire time about me how to pronounce the name here, so sorry, this is going to be the last time I'll say this one. We're going to take a look at this Pokemon here, and what this can do with the new move Aqua Step, the move Hydro Cannon, and generally with Close Combat. And what we see here is it barely changes. Why does it barely change? Because already it has actually a very good charge moveset. This Pokemon is lacking the fast move. So Aqua Jet is basically Hydro Cannon with 10 less damage. Like, yes, 10 less damage is quite significant, don't get me wrong. You're going to have some Pokemon that you're going to KO with the extra damage that you get, but that's not the issue for this Pokemon. The issue is the fast move, and that's why I feel like Aqua Step is kind of wasted potential. Here you see though what Aqua Step could do in the two-shit scenario for this Pokemon. At the current time, Aqua Step is a bit of a wasted potential, and I could see that Aqua Step plus Close Combat is going to be the move that you want to have, and you actually don't want to have Hydro Cannon. Close Combat takes 5 more energy compared to Hydro Cannon, but does also 20 more damage, so it's the hardest hitting move. Aqua Step, of course, is then the bait move that is going to boost your own attack up. And if you're going to swap everything to Water Gun, I actually could see that a Water Gun might be the better move to go for with the Aqua Step, just because Water Gun is going to do some more fast move pressure, as it's also a stab move. But at the current stage, this Pokemon is not going to have too much play. The issue is, again, just the fast move. Whenever this Pokemon gets a better fast move, it is going to be a very top meta. So, well, currently, I wouldn't really recommend to you to build this Pokemon, especially for the Great League, here for the Ultra League as well. It's not really looking too great. Keep on with Hydro Cannon and keep on just with Aqua Step for both leagues here, for Great League as well as Ultra League. I could see that this Pokemon is going to have some potential in the future whenever we're going to get a different fast move on this Pokemon. I would like to see a good water type fast move for the Pokemon that currently are lacking those kind of fast moves. I would love to see that. We don't really have any good water type fast move other than Water Shuriken, which is of course locked to basically 2 Pokemon. And yeah, that's going to be it for the Community Day. It's going to be a good one in the future, trust me. Keep this Pokemon. It's going to be getting a PvP update eventually. Guarantee you, most likely for the next season or something already. We saw the same kind of with Palmo, which got like a pretty useless Community Day, which still is, I guess, kind of useless, but got buffed the next Go Battle League update, and that kind of make this Pokemon very, very solid. The same going to go for Quaxly. I don't know. I'm not going to be able to say his name anytime soon, but it's going to be a cool Pokemon in the future. Next up, we're going to have here the Ultra Unlock that got announced, and we're going to take a look a little bit at what we're going to expect here. So basically what you have to do is you have to play during the Go Fest, and you have to kind of do like some challenges throughout every hour of Go Fest. Usually we had those like for the last like 5-6 Go Fest already, the same kind of stuff. We always get everything done without any problem. Usually after 10 minutes in each hour we're done with the quest that we have here. So basically take those Ultra Unlocks as guaranteed thing that's going to be happening in the game. I have never seen ever yet that we don't unlock something in Pokemon Go. And so here the Ultra Unlocks are going to be the following. We're going to have here first up the Hisui Celebration, which is going to be interesting. This is going to be, of course, in with Hisuian Pokemon. And we can take a look here at the Hisuian Pokemon that we have. Arcanine already shiny, Electrode already shiny, Typhlosion, I don't think it has been shiny yet. Not too sure, actually. Maybe it has been shiny already. No, it definitely has been shiny yet. Corfish has been shiny, Sneasel has been shiny, Litigant hasn't been released yet. Gonna be most likely a new one. I could see Zoroark and Zoroark being released, which is going to be the only normal and ghost type Pokemon, sadly, based on the stats that they have and the current moves that they have as well. I would assume they're not going to be the best. I can actually take a look here real quick as well at Zoroark. If I don't actually think they're in the I actually don't think they're actually currently in the code yet either, so we don't even know what moves they have. I can't really check them yet here. I don't think they're going to be too great because I definitely checked them before. I had videos about this Pokemon before already on this channel, and I remember it's being way too squishy for basically anything. The typing itself is one of the best typings in the game though. Normal Ghost has very nice synergy, as you only have the weakness to Dark type Pokemon. I think that's the only weakness they have, as Ghost gonna get cancelled out by Normal, and Ghost Fighting type weakness gonna get cancelled out by the Ghost typing there. So it's a very nice defensive type, but on a very, very squishy Pokemon, so it doesn't really help it too much. Broguiere would need a buff. But I could see that Sligo and Goodra is coming out there as well, also for a different event that we see afterwards, which you can take a look at. And then, yeah, that's basically it kind of for those one. I think we have like Basculegion, which still could get evolved from the Hisuian version of what's called the pre-evolution. You know, already Basculegion anyway. I don't know why here, sorry, it doesn't have them in the list here, but yeah, Basculin and Basculegion would be also some Hisuian Pokemon that we most likely gonna see. I would say say that we gonna definitely get Basculegion though. Is there any Pokemon that I'm missing currently from this list? Let me know down below. Anyway, then we're going to have Part 2 is a Steel and Scales, which is of course going to be Steel type Pokemon and Dragon type Pokemon, which I feel like we have either Dragon and Steel or Dragon and Fairy every year for the Ultra Unlock, so it's gonna be an event that's mainly around Steel and Dragon type Pokemon. But we can take a look here real quick at what Pokemon we haven't had yet. I could see Melmetal maybe getting Gigantamax form, would be kind of interesting one for that. Copperajah could be a new Pokemon gonna get introduced as well. That would make sense as well, because I kind of want to always bring in like the Pokemon that have a Gigantamax form recently. Orthworm could be a good one. It's actually kind of good in PvP as well. Other Steel type Pokemon here, which could be in there, going to be Aegislash. There was stuff found in the code for this one. Again, here that's why I say Goodra would fit perfectly in a Steel and Dragon type event there. Yeah, would make a lot of sense. Again, I would love to see in Pokemon Go, but yeah, sadly not there yet. Duraludon could be the case. Has a Gigantamax form. This Pokemon is going to be very interesting because it has a Gigantamax form for Pokemon Go, but it's the pre-evolution that has the Gigantamax form because it actually does evolve again in Archeludon. So yeah, it's going to be an interesting Pokemon when it's going to get released in Pokemon Go. Has a lot of play there. But yeah, otherwise, nothing really that stands out to me that could be released with it. Like things, I would love to see Solgaleo, but I can't really see it for this event. And so yeah, that's kind of the Pokemon I was thinking about. Here for the Dragon type Pokemon, again, like the HISUIan Goodra could be something that we're gonna get. Otherwise, I don't think that we get like some mega Rayquaza event with that one yet. There's going to be another thing later on as well for it. But yeah, as you're gonna see here, the Dragon type Pokemon, there's nothing that we're missing. I think there was something found to Tatsugiri though, so maybe Tatsugiri might come into the game soon as well. That could be a thing. But otherwise, I don't really see any, like Applin, maybe a next evolution towards this. We have like here, yeah, the evolutions later on, I think here, Diplin and the Hydrapple, which is going to be interesting there for this Pokemon as well. We have the Applin already in the game. We have like those fossils, but I can't see them happening as well for this one. So yeah, very likely going to be more towards what we were talking about already earlier. And yeah, we're going to take a look, on the final one, which is going to be the Origin Raid Day, which is going to be interesting there as well. The Origin Raid Day is going to most likely be, of course, against, like for Palkia Origin, Giratina Origin, the Dialga Origin, and then most likely for the Primal Pokemon I could see as well, that they maybe do like the Primal Groudon and Primal Kyogre before as well, but like they're kind of the same. So I don't know, like most likely just the Sinnoh Trio going to get a raid day, which is kind of cool because I know that a lot of people are kind of missing the Palkia Origin form and the Dialga Origin form. They're very good for PvP, so yeah, if you don't have them yet, you're most likely going to be able to get them there. I would say that they put Giratina in there as well though. And now we're going to have the 9th anniversary party here, which is going to be an interesting event as well. I think that's going to be the first event, at least I saw people talking about, for when Scopely took over, just taking over. 1st of July, I think, is where they take over from Niantic. Not too sure though. Don't like put me onto this. I just saw people talking about it. But as you see here, there's going to be some interesting Pokemon in the wild. We're going to have some Pokemon with costumes as well, and raids that you can get again, which is going to be interesting. We're going to get, for the first time, the evolution of the costumed Bulbasaur, which is kind of cool if you want to have like those costume Pokemon if you're hunting them. But we're going to get the shiny of the Goldengo, which is kind of really cool, and like, of course, Gimmighoul then. And this is like the roaming form. This is actually exclusive to Pokemon Go. You can send them over in this form as well onto the main series games. But if someone wants to have this Pokemon specifically as a shiny on the main series games, they have to play Pokemon Go. So that's kind of a Pokemon again that kind of helps people to, I don't know, like who usually play the other Pokemon games to kind of start in Pokemon Go. We have like some interesting event things here as well. We have 1/2 hedge distance, double XP, and double Stardust for, yeah, multiple days there as well, which is going to be kind of cool. We have Pokestops that's going to get, be golden, give you some more coins, which is kind of cool. So yeah, there's going to be a lot going on there. You're going to be able to also increase the friendship level, and you're also going to be able to get easier lucky trades and lucky friends. Also, you can get Shiny Jirachi again if you haven't gotten this Pokemon yet for $5 US. Of course, if you have it already, you're not going to be able to do it, and there's going to be paid research where you're going to get also some Gimmighoul encounter there, which is kind of interesting. So yeah, all in all, an okay birthday event. Like usually they're not too great. They're usually kind of something like this. So I think it's kind of cool that we get to get the shiny Gimmighoul. Let me know down below what you're thinking about the events I just showcased in this video. Again, I would actually recommend you to get yourself some good Quaxly. Like those are going to be very interesting in the future when it gets a better fast move, which will happen. Trust me, it's going to happen eventually. And yeah, this is going to be it for this video. Hopefully you enjoyed it. If you did, feel free to leave a like, and I will see you then. Bye bye.